Hey yo, welcome back. So in today's video I'll show you how to make an horizontal scroll in Figma. Horizontal and vertical scroll, right? So we're going to first of all make an horizontal scroll, then make the horizontal scroll inside the vertical scroll. So let's take it step by step. So let's first of all start with the horizontal scroll, right? So I have this circle right here under these categories, right? So I'm going to go ahead and adjust them a little bit, or grab and hold down my shift, right, to select to make sure they are in the same line. Okay, so I want to have like multiple sections right here. Okay, multiple sections right here. Great. So let me make another instance for this. Yeah, then I'll make another one, right, like this. Cool. Then I'm going to select all of them, putting down my shift, left click, select all of them and make sure they are in the same line. Okay, nice. Then I can go ahead and adjust these tests, select this, align to middle. This test font size, this test size is 8, so I'll do same for all of them. Alright, it's great. So come here. Alright, align it to middle. Nice. Do same for this too. I'm gonna align it to the middle. Alright, so I'm gonna select, duplicate these two, right? Hold them alternate and shift, left click, hold and duplicate like this. Alright. Okay, great. Now here's what I'm gonna do. I'll make sure that all my items are inside my artboard, right? So as you can see, this last test is not inside my artboard, so I'm going to go ahead and drag it inside my artboard. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and drag it inside my artboard. Great. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select everything right here. Okay, select these guys. So I'll just go ahead and grab, hold down my hold down my left click, hold and drag like this. Okay, so I want to make sure that they are inside a frame. All right, but first of all, before I put them inside a frame, let me add more instances here. Okay, let me add more instances here. Let me just say, okay, let me select all of them like this, right, and add more instances so we can scroll. Hold down my alternates, right, and my shift, then drag out, right, and hold down my space bar. Why did I hold down my space bar? So that it will still be inside the artboard. Do you understand? So that these items that I just dragged out will still be inside the artboard by holding down my space bar. All right, so that way these items will still be inside the artboard. I will not need to manually adjust them. Okay, so now I'll go ahead and select everything right here. Remember, we want to make a scroll, right? Select everything right here. Okay, then I'll right click, okay, and make and frame selection. Come here, frame selection. All right, then I'll go ahead and hold down my command on my Mac or control on your PC, right? Then left click, hold and drag like this. So I'm going to leave it here, okay, so that users can know that we have other things, other information to see when we swipe to the right, to the left hand side, right? Okay, great. So this is going to tell users that we have other things to swipe. All right, yeah. So I'm gonna increase this to, all right, nice. Then I'll go ahead to my prototype, right? With that frame selected, go to my prototype, go to overflow right here, this drop down menu, select horizontal, right? Great. Then I'll come back to my design and clip my content. Don't forget to clip your content. All right, so clip content. Great. So by the time I preview this one right here, right, by the time I preview, okay, here's what's going to happen. By the time I swipe now, right, see, I can swipe like this. Okay, so you see what we did here, right? We allow this one to show a little bit so that users can know that we have other information to see when we swipe. All right, as you can see here, right? So we can swipe like this. Great. Now another thing we are going to do is, what if inside this one, right, we have a vertical scroll here. Okay, we have a vertical scroll here, right? What if we want to embed horizontal scroll inside this vertical scroll? Let me show you what I mean. Okay, so here is this vertical scroll, right? So I'm gonna unclip the content to review the scroll, right? Great. Now I'll go ahead and reduce this one a little bit. Let me just drag them down. Left click, hold my space, my shift, right, and bring them down a little bit like this. All right. Now, so let's say we want to have horizontal scroll in this section, right? In this section right here. So let's just go ahead and drag this one down. Okay, I'm going to duplicate this, hold down my alternate, right? Hold down my alternate and shift, and bring it all the way down here. So I'm going to leave it here. All right. Now it has left the artboard. Okay, so we're going to put it back inside the artboard. Okay, so this one right here, this is the frame. So let me just rename it. Let me rename it to vertical scroll. So I'm going to put this frame here, this horizontal scroll frame, inside the vertical frame that we already made. Okay, so I'm going to grab this and put it inside this vertical scroll. Okay, so now I have the horizontal scroll inside the vertical scroll. Do you understand? So by the time I click on this vertical scroll now and clip the contents, okay, so now let me preview so you see what we're going to have. Preview. So I have this one right here. Okay, you can scroll here. Then I have this one right here. Then when I get here, I can see scroll like this. Do you understand? I can see scroll all the way up like this. Alright, so this is having your horizontal scroll and your vertical scroll inside one scroll. Okay, so I believe you understand that. If you don't understand that, you can watch the previous video where I talked about how to make a vertical scroll. So from there you know how to embed. Watch the previous video on this one, okay, for clarity's sake. So you have this, right, and this vertical and horizontal scroll all in one.